Millfield's Brilliance curriculum represents educational innovation in action. We worked really hard to redesign the schemes of work across all of our age groups, not only to make sure that they're fit for purpose in the modern world, but probably more crucially, that they represent the absolute pinnacle of brilliance possible within an educational setting.
In this physics lesson, students are launching projectiles. They're changing the angle of the projectile launcher and measuring the range. This fits in with their work in history in Year 9, where they're examining trench warfare in the First World War.
In this lesson, our BTEC sports students were creating a promotional video to market their business which they'd created using the principles of marketing. And they used various different applications, including a green screen app, and this combines with media and the business studies curriculums for my colleagues in other departments.
In this lesson, Upper 6 students were learning about the production of plastic and what chemicals come from crude oil and therefore how we make plastics. This links nicely with product design, as during their course they have to work with various different plastics to make things like lunchboxes, and knowing how they're made and where they come from is advantageous for their course.
So this lesson was with the lower 6th English literature class, and we were studying the poetry of William Blake. In my department, we're firm believers that English literature does not exist in isolation from the other arts. And to get a really rich understanding of it, you have to look at other art forms as well. And so the students analysed the artwork that accompanied some of the poetry they were studying, but they also analysed other paintings by Blake. So it was about allowing the students to explore those connections and explore visual language of art, just as they were exploring the verbal language of the poetry.
In this lesson, Year 11 students analysed sections of the play Macbeth, looking at imagery, language and rhythm. This was then used to perform choreography based on the text, linking our understanding with that in English literature.
Hello, Year 9 are currently working on a unit about sustainability in their geography. Raf was looking at sustainability in buildings in Dubai and decided to create his own. This linked up with the Brilliance curriculum, and we joined up with DT to use their computer-aided designs, and then Raf was able to use the 3D printer in order to create his own building.
So in this lesson, Year 12 French students were following recipes in French to bake croissant and make hot chocolate. This fits our Brilliance curriculum well, because learning a new language is not only about spoken words, but widening your access to different ideas and culture, such as cooking. Not only this, but it also enables students to make multidisciplinary links, and in this context, learning to read and speak French whilst cooking.
The Brilliance curriculum then is the result of two separate intellectual processes. The first was for us to examine where traditional disciplines overlap, and we can then build interdisciplinary settings, bringing together two or more disciplines in one setting to teach a particular theme with different viewpoints. This creates really memorable experiences in the classroom and is creating a classroom that's more akin to the real world. And in the second place, we've taken each of our subjects and imagined what it's like to study that subject at university. And then we've re-engineered a ladder back down to Key Stage 3, working carefully to craft every single step, every single rung on that student's journey, so they can see from Key Stage 3 all the way through to studying that subject at graduate level.